It is the end of the line. It is time to say goodbye to CruncHTime in the CWL Elite for this season. It was a 5v5 Town Hall 12 1 hour showdown where it was all decided, and CruncHTime received 4 3-stars out of the 5 in that incredible matchup, but it was Costa, Rica, Drak who made it into the finals. GG to them. However, I wanted to break down the 4 3-stars that we had from CruncHTime in this video. The first one here being a Hog Rider attack. The second one is the one you just seen a sneak peek of, in that of the PEKKA Smash by Kevin. We also have a very impressive Queen Charge Lalo by Jonas before moving back to another Hog Rider attack. So into the first one, Zika has a brilliant Queen Charge for this one. Uses a couple of balloons in order to take out the Archer Tower here, and a Wizard behind is enough to support the funnel for the Queen. So as long as we take down this area, we know that the Queen is going to be drawn down this way. We've just then got to cut off the funnel to drive her into the base. So we've got the funnel set up to the north of the base, and the King is probably your best troop for cutting off the funnel in front of the Queen. So all we mean by that is, as the Queen is walking down one way, she would continue to walk around the outside here unless the King were able to set up that funnel for her. And with the ability, that is why he is so good at doing that. Guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on daily educational but entertaining Clash of Clans videos. Now this is where it gets interesting. So the funnel has been successfully created. You will see that across a number of the attacks today, and if you're doing your attack as well, you've got to get your Queen into the base first and foremost. So we've got the funnel to the top and the side. She comes into the base, but what is interesting is the air defense to the side here, because as you will notice, that will just continually pick off the healers, and the Queen is stuck on the clan castle troops, the dragon, the skellies, the archer queen, the king. So much stuff there that if he's not careful, the healers would go down. So a couple of Hog Riders are deployed onto the air defense, quick thinking to get that down, but that's something you have to be doing. Now, it's a big ask for the Archer Queen in terms of this charge, but as soon as she gets through this initial compartment, the jump spell comes in to provide access to the town hall. Now, if we look at it from this angle, a few things you want with Hog Riders. You want to try and target the Eagle Artillery first, hence why you can see the top group of Hog Riders already coming in. If we draw a line, the Queen is responsible for the right hand side of the base here. Meanwhile, the Hog Riders can just dive down the left. They can funnel straight the way through into the center of the base. We just have to reinforce onto the archer towers on the outside to make sure we continue the natural path through the base. I hope that makes sense, guys. You don't want Hog Riders splitting off all around the base. You want them to come straight into the middle. Now, Zika holds on to a few Hog Riders here, in that if the Archer Queen for whatever reason did not get to the town hall, the Hog Riders could come in, snipe that off. Job is a good one. But once we know the Queen is onto that area, in come the Hog Riders from the side in order to condense their fire through the center. There's a lot of defenses there, so we need to ensure that the Hogs are condensed through that, and with only one heal spell left, it's got to be used in that central area. Despite Hog Riders being over on the left hand side multi, that took them down. The heal spell had to be focused on the Hog Riders in the center, and I love how this base was dissected in order to get the Queen charge down that right hand side, Hog Riders down the left, making them work together. That's ultimately what you want to always try and do, and that's why the Queen has stayed alive. Now, this matchup we did live on Twitch and Facebook. If you do want to catch any of my live streams, be sure to follow me on Twitch /Judo_Sloth or on Facebook /Judo Sloth. But let's move on to the next attack. Second attack of the video is Kevin using the PEKKA Smash. Now this is one of the strongest attacks in the game right now, and I actually did a video breaking this down recently. I will be sure to link you across to that one at the end of this video. However, if you do want to join CruncHTime, we might be out of the CWL Elite, but we still compete in a variety of other competitive leagues. Maxed out competitive Town Hall 12 players is what we're looking for. Be sure to join my Discord server, it's linked down below in the description. You will find everything you need to know about joining CruncHTime from within there. Now for the PEKKA Smash, we've already started setting up the funnels, the initial phases. The Grand Warden Walk is probably the best way to set up a PEKKA Smash attack. Now why is that? The Grand Warden is phenomenal at setting up a funnel because he can reach buildings that no other troop can. For example, the multi-inferno. You will be surprised at how often a multi-inferno is within reach of the Grand Warden. If you can take that out, that is obviously a huge bonus as your bowlers come through, but also we've taken out all of the buildings here. Bowlers are ranged troops, so they can be difficult to funnel. They will be drawn to buildings that are on the inside of the base to throw the boulders over the wall. And with these buildings being taken out, it means the bowlers will be drawn straight into the town hall area, exactly what we want. So we're setting the funnel, we're taking out objectives. The Grand Warden is very strong in that regard, and he's easy to then pull. Notice as soon as the P.E.K.K.A are deployed into the Grand Warden's aura, he will turn into that healer boost style mode where he moves across to the troops in order to give support. Now, similar to that first attack, the Barbarian King used with the ability to create the funnel on the other side. So we've already got these areas of the base taken out, whereby you can see how everything is now just drawn into the town hall. Nothing is going to walk, and that's exactly there where Kevin deploys the jump spell. Right in the center here, opens up so many different compartments. We can get access to the expos, to the eagle. Enemy queen goes down relatively quick, and you only want to use one jump spell. Whenever you can use the PEKKA Smash, you want to use the rage spells with the P.E.K.K.A, so you only want to take one jump ideally. If you can, you want to look for bases like this, where you don't need the ram, you only need the slammer. The wall wrecker is great for PEKKA Smash where you're coming right across the base, or ideally a P.E.K.K.A Bobat, but the slammer can basically take out an area of the base where your P.E.K.K.A aren't. So in this one, they start to come straight down to 6 o'clock, and basically you don't always know where them troops in the middle are going to go. If they were to split across to this left hand side, the slammer would then come in from the right. So generally speaking, you're putting the slammer in from the other side where the P.E.K.K.A are not going, because this is what you might see towards the end of the raid. Because the P.E.K.K.A are strong with the healers, you might still have a number of them left up, but you need to be able to take down the base in time. Now you can also get clever and potentially open up wall compartments with the slammer in order to give the queen or the P.E.K.K.A access. We do get fortunate in that the P.E.K.K.A split on this one. I did this wall live and we were going crazy. Everyone was just so hyped as to whether this was going to get it, and we just about did. Kevin getting the 3-star with that PEKKA Smash. So just a bit of a variety in today's video, just really showcasing the 4 attacks of these players, and I really just wanted to give a quick shout out to the clans and the players for putting on a show. Remember, you have seen a number of videos in recent times on my channel from the Perfect War. So what basically happened is there was 25 players on either side and everyone got 3-starred. So the entire war was 100% on either team. So we had to have a decider, which was this. 5 players against 5 players. Costa Rica Drak got all 5 3-stars. Unfortunately for CruncHTime, we only got the 4. But this one by FC Jonas was a Queen Charge Lalo. Now, I did a Queen Charge Lalo video not too long ago as well. By the way, guys, in the description of all of my videos, you will find playlists for individual Town Hall levels. Go to Town Hall 12, you'll find all the videos within there. But the funnel was successfully created, again with the Barbarian King. Do take note of that. He's probably the best funneling troop on the outside of the base because of that ability. Queen charges through that northern area, gets so much value, and again, if you can use a jump spell deep into the base, it is helpful, but in the next attack, you will see a multi-layered wall break, which is so impressive. Whenever you can use wall breakers, you want to try and do that. So for this base, just take a look as the Queen takes down the final expo. All of the expos are down, the air sweepers are down, one multi is down and the town hall is down, so we do still have some dangerous defenses in that of the eagle and 2 multis. But look at the pathing for the Lalo here, which is the main thing. Even though we've got dangerous defenses, we can just come in from different angles and basically clump the balloons over these areas, and that's where the spells will be used. Freeze spells onto the multis, and we have 1 haste. One of them was already used to try and get to the eagle. Balloons pathed around it a little bit, so we did finally get onto that, and then the next haste is used to try and get the balloons to the multi-inferno. We don't really care about after it, to be honest. We've just got to try and condense the balloons onto it, and look at that. They go through the haste with that Grand Warden's ability onto the multi, and the Queen still alive in order to help out with this one. Again, very similar to that Hog Rider attack, where the Queen was basically responsible for one half of the base, the Lalo responsible for the other, and that is always the best way to do your Queen charge if you can, because it means you still get value out of the Queen. Don't just use her to take out an area and then have her cleaning up trash buildings. If she's still got the healers on her, let her take a little bit of damage and take out some defenses to help with the Lalo, and that attack is exactly how you do that. This was the final 3-star that we received in this incredible matchup, and I've got to say, I'm always impressed when I see multi-layered wall breaks. I'm trying to practice that myself. You'll probably see videos in the coming days of me doing Queen charge attacks with the wall breakers, just having a bit of fun as well, but it always reminds me of the World Championships and seeing Bernal of INTZ doing this. So the wall wrecker is used initially, but that is just to get the first couple of compartments. The difficult bit comes in trying to wall break the next couple of layers. Now granted, a jump spell could have been used here in order to just jump over this area, get straight to where we need it, or potentially even here, look, to get into this little compartment where we could then reach a lot of buildings there with the Queen. Could have been something to ask for, but wanted to maximize spells on the Lalo. Similar principle here, Hog Riders to take out the air defense so as not to be hitting onto the Queen. Waiting on the wall breaks. Notice how just kind of testing their pathing, and as soon as the air defense goes down, because wall breakers target buildings, bang, they then go for the next wall, whereas before that they were interested in the other buildings around it and not that layer. So the Queen does now have access through this. This is where now the Hog Riders, as the Queen is coming through this way, the Hogs can come in from this top angle, but the Town Hall offers a lot of difficulty there, especially with all of the defenses around it. The idea of that is that if you haven't activated the Town Hall, the Hog Riders are going to run around the Town Hall, and it still might happen, even with the Town Hall activated. So that is where Hog Riders have to come in from this top area as well, and on defense, you've got to give credit to the Tesla farm, aiming to further pull the Hogs around, further do damage, and fortunately, Zika is able to get through this with the Grand Warden's ability. Just about has enough Hog Riders to get through the Giga Bomb and through that top layer of defenses. Definitely could have easily gone south there. One final heal onto the Hog Riders is just enough to get through the outside defenses as the Archer Queen picks off the multi, and from there the Hogs can finish off. Now I've got to be honest, when I was casting this live, I didn't think it was going to do it. When the Hog Riders kind of split off around the top there at the Town Hall, it just didn't look promising at all, but Zika held his cool, got this one done and managed to get the 3 stars for CruncHTime, but like I said, it just wasn't enough for us at the end of the day. Had a fantastic season, getting into playoffs, and a perfect war in that round as well is definitely nothing to grumble about. But best of luck to the remaining clans in the competition. If you do want to see the PEKKA Smash broken down in a little bit more depth, I've got it linked on your screen here now. I would definitely check that one out if you want to learn that strategy. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.